like the election. Allow me to welcome into this discussion Sabina Chege, nominated MP. Karibu sana and good morning.
Good morning to you.
We're discussing the reconstitution of the IEBC. The president received the final report from the selection panel yesterday. Within the next 7 days, the names will be before Parliament for vetting and possible approval. But there are concerns even before then. And this stemmed from the historical, trust deficit that have especially beleaguered the IEBC or any electoral commission or panel that we've had. Do you share in some of those concerns that even your colleagues, politicians have raised? Key among them, the constitution of the selection panel, that probably it is politically skewed to one side.
Well, the constitution of selection panel, and good morning.
Good morning.
There's a law and there's a way that the selection panel was picked. And you know, only a few Kenyans can sit in a certain position at one point. I may desire my own brother to sit, but unfortunately, when positions are given, the question we ask ourselves is that, are the people who are in those positions qualified? Are they Kenyans? And the integrity of the process. I think that's what we should be looking at. Secondly, for the team to have reached to a point where they have forwarded the names to the president, I would say we have many constituencies, many wards, and many sections of this country that has stayed for a very long time without having their leadership, because either some of them lost through the court process or some lost through a transition. And so for me and my interest as a Kenyan would be, how can we fast track the process so that those places in Kenya that have no representative either at the ward level or the national level to be represented, and they deserve to be represented. Secondly, I'll be looking at the names that have been forwarded. I am not so sure about the process because, you know, this country has been held hostage by a few individuals for a decade, where some people feel it's either my way or the highway. But at this time, we need to look at the greater good of Kenya and ask ourselves, the people or the names that have been forwarded, are these Kenyans? We had a whole selection panel. If they have forwarded the names to the president, and there is a process, I know there is even a letter that came up. According to the law, is the president supposed to consult political bodies or political parties, or some arrangement that the president maybe have chosen or had chosen to? Because we know how the whole of this process started. There was Azimio, there was Kenya Kwanza, there was some agreement, there was a bombers, at the NADCO. So is the NADCO part of the law, or does the law require...
There was a lot of consideration for the NADCO.
I know it was considered, which I would say it's courtesy extended by the president, but we follow the law. So the big question we should ask ourselves is, was the law followed? Are the people who have been shortlisted Kenyans? And for me, I await the names to come to Parliament, and we look at their CVs, whether they're qualified or not. And after that, I would wish Kenya to have an active and a working IEBC, because we have really delayed for a very long time.
There were concerns about the inclusion of some 6 names who are not initially shortlisted,